Pisces, please make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. This is next 48 hours, okay? Whatever comes out, please use common sense. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And keep in mind that all of my tarot readings are technically timeless, okay? So watch for your sun, moon, rising Venus, etc. Okay, hope you guys are having a good day. Depending on when you're watching this, I'm gonna try to get channeled songs for you guys in between while I'm reading the cards, okay? But we'll see how that goes, okay? So let's just jump right into it. Keep in mind, if you want a live personal reading, you are more than welcome to do that. Just make sure to check back to my channel when I post them, okay? Usually you can click like notify me on the video and whatnot when I do post them, okay? Sometimes I go live spontaneously. It just really depends, okay? Also, if you want a private personal reading, feel free to check my bio for private personal reading prices, okay? So, because they are different. I'm going to check if you guys can hear me okay, and then we'll get started. Come on now. I need this to sit up. Okay. Bear with me. I'll timestamp everything, of course, per usual. All right. Some of y'all could be leaving for work right now. It is 6:10 a.m. That's crazy. I have not been to sleep yet. All right. But I probably will after this. Yeah, let me put that down a little bit. Okay. I think that should be good. Okay. We should be good. Hopefully this does not move. I hate the shirt that I'm wearing. I was gifted it, but it's really ugly. It's an ugly color to me. So, but you know, it is what it is. Okay. Let's get into Aries. Aries, some of you guys may not like the shirt you're wearing, or I don't know if you're required to wear a certain shirt or a certain like uniform or something, whether it's for work or not, but you may be like, this is fucking ugly. Why do I have to wear this? Okay. So Aries placement, sun, moon, rising, Venus, you may not like the look of something. I feel like you guys might be going somewhere. Like I said, it could be an event, it could be work, you could be starting a new job, you know, something like that, or along those lines, and you may not like what you have to wear, okay? But you got to do what you got to do. So let's see. All right. Somebody also could be calling you, okay? Could be an ex or somebody that you broke up with, okay? Let's see. What's going on for my Aries? These are going to be quick messages, hopefully. So, next 48 for Aries. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Page of Cups clarified by the Page of Cups. Okay. Somebody really disappointed you. Could have been twice, okay? You could have dealt with somebody with Virgo in their chart as well. Also, this person could be a little bit younger than you, or they're just kind of like too immature. Okay, so in the next 48 hours, you may be kind of, I feel like I see you kind of looking back at somebody or thinking back about somebody that you used to deal with, probably an ex. Okay, but I feel like this person is not somebody that you can have in your future. Okay, like they're either too immature, they don't get themselves together, there's something about this person that has, you know, just repeatedly disappointed you time and time again, and I feel like you're done, okay? Or you are realizing that in the next 48 hours someone is not worth the investment, okay? Man or woman. All right, let's see. Aries, next 48. This person could be very charming, okay? But just because someone's charming doesn't mean that they're supposed to be in our life forever, okay? And it doesn't mean that they're a good partner, man or woman, okay? Because I don't know why I don't know why I've been saying that lately, man or woman, but I don't know. There could be a man watching my channel recently or something like that, okay? But men watch tarot all the time, okay? All of my homeboys watch tarot. They're into it. Don't Don't let people fool you. Okay, these dudes be into tarot. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we have the Lovers reversed. Somebody couldn't stay faithful. Somebody was very deceptive. Yeah, Page of Swords reversed. Okay, I feel like you always felt like you had to watch this person, or, you know, constantly check up on what they're doing. Okay, so just one fat ass disappointment. Okay. um yeah, somebody, yeah, could have been a Leo. Okay, somebody's not the person that you thought, Aries. All right, yeah, Leo. Okay, definitely Leo energy. So you could have been dealing with a Leo or somebody who acts like a Leo. Okay. um Anything else for Aries next 48? You could still live with this person too, though. Like, you guys may have some sort of a roommate arrangement. What is it called? Yeah, like assets together. Maybe you have kids with this person. Okay, there's something about, but you're walking away ultimately. Okay, 8 of Cups. Some of you guys could have Pisces in your big three. I don't know why I just said big three. What the fuck? Okay, somebody could have Aries. You might have Pisces in your big three. I don't know. Because I don't know why the fuck I just said that. But anyways, some of you guys could be walking away from somebody. Okay, it'll be fine. I feel like you're the stable one, or you're the one with your head on your shoulders. Okay, you don't need to necessarily get it together like this person does. Okay. Let's go to Taurus. Aries, if you're struggling with anything, especially when it comes to, I'm hearing moving on, I feel like you got this. Okay, you may not understand how things are going to turn out right now, but that's all a part of the process. Okay, I might need to move a little bit forward. Okay, we're on Taurus though, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I just don't want to be cramped. Taurus, some of y'all could have cramps. Okay, hopefully not, but some of y'all could have cramps in the next 48 hours. Okay, especially if you're a woman, you might be on your cycle or something like that. Okay, or you might be experiencing stomach issues. Okay, let's see. Some of y'all may also be using incense. Some of y'all could have a Gemini or an Aries around you. Okay, or you could have that in your chart. Taurus, what's going on for Taurus? Oh, Taurus, you could be dealing with a lover, or, you know, you don't have to be in a relationship, but this is somebody who you have dealt with on a romantic level, or you're sleeping with them. I feel like if you ask your partner, oh, I don't know why I just did this. Okay, so someone could be your partner. Okay, I don't know if some of y'all are gay or not. You might have a, you know how like gay people in the closet, they're like, oh, I have a partner. You know, some of y'all might be saying something like, oh, hello, lights out. Yeah, somebody's in the closet, somebody's in the dark. Okay, but if you've been in the dark about a certain situation, dealing with a lover, man or woman, Taurus, somebody's gonna say like way too much. Okay, so you could ask, you know how people like tell on themselves? Somebody may be telling on themselves, or they might like say a little bit too much information, you know. TMI is what I'm hearing. Also, if you ask this person, so where were you last night, you know, and they're like, I don't know, like, gosh. And then you ask again, so where were you last night? And then they tell you like way too much information, or I feel like somebody's gonna get like mad at you, and just like somebody's telling on themselves. Okay, like somebody was being deceptive, or in the next 48 they are being deceptive, and if you ask them about what they've been doing, they're gonna tell on themselves. So yeah, you may not like what they have to say. Okay, because I feel like this person's gonna be, they're gonna be acting very guilty. Okay, Taurus placements, whoever you're dealing with, they were doing something they weren't supposed to do. Or, you know, it doesn't even have to be bad. It could be like, did you eat my breakfast that I saved out for this morning before I go to work? You know, somebody's gonna go off on you because yes, they did eat your breakfast, you know what I'm saying, before, you know, you got up, because they were hungry, they were being greedy, they were being selfish. You know, it could be as simple as that. Okay, but somebody's gonna kind of like da 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 da, and tell on themselves and say a little bit more than you would have liked to hear. Okay, let's see what's going on for Taurus next 48. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, don't have to. Scorpio, Gemini energy is here. All right, Taurus. Hello. Why do I feel like, Taurus, why do I feel like something really small is going to be like it for you? Like I said, it could be as simple as someone eating your food, which if you're dealing with the Taurus, I don't know if you're cross watching or not, but don't fuck with the Taurus's food. Okay? I don't know who needs to hear that, but don't fuck with the Taurus's food. Even if you're at a restaurant, you better get that shit right, okay? Because if you're dealing with the Tauruses do not play about their food, okay? That's a very common thing with Taurus placements. So, I don't know. Somebody around you, like, it may seem small to whoever you're dealing with, you know, and they could get mad at you about whatever you're concerned about or upset about when it comes to this person, but it's like it's big to you. Okay, so depending on the situation, it's going to be a little bit different for whoever's watching, but it's like I care about this. You don't have to care about this, but I care about this. And if you care about me, you're going to respect the fact that I care about this, so you're going to make it right. Okay? Like that's the vibe it's giving. I feel like you're telling somebody, no, that's not okay. No, I'm not okay with that. No, you shouldn't have done that. Make it right or get the fuck out of my life. Like I feel like you're fed up with something, okay? Or you're fed up with this person and they may kind of get defensive because it may seem, like I said, small to them, but it's big to you. Or something small could just be the last straw. Okay? So it's something like that. I don't know. Let's go to Gemini. All right. Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Next 48 hours. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Some of y'all could be stuck somewhere, okay? You might be unsure of how to get out of a certain situation in the next 48 hours. What's that about? Some of y'all could be stuck in the house. What the hell? What's the what's the for? Oh, maybe you want to be stuck in the house, or if you end up stuck somewhere, you're happy there. Like you don't want to leave, okay? So it's kind of like you locking yourself in your own home, okay? I don't know why you would have to do that. Maybe you're not letting anybody in or something like that, but I see you kind of like, I'm gonna lock all the doors. I don't know. You know how some doors do lock from the inside out, right? Because I was watching like clips of Cinderella and like the evil stepmother or whatever. She had like the key and she like took it from the inside of the room, you know, and she's like, no, like, because she couldn't get out, you know, like, I don't know how that works, but something about you being locked in a certain space or stuck in a certain area in the next 48, Gemini, you're going to be okay with it. Like, it's not the end of the world, or you're actually going to have a really good time, okay? You're like, I can get with this. I can get down with this, okay? So let's see. Oh, who's doing an escape room? Gemini, who's doing an escape room, okay? Or even if you're in your own home, like, you could be doing, you could feel like you're in an escape room. I don't know if the lights are out or something, okay? It's, like, I feel like you're stuck, but you're having a good time, okay? So I don't know what that's about, but some of y'all could actually be going to like an escape room. I don't think I don't think I've ever been to one of those, but you know, you see the videos and stuff on social media and whatnot. So some of y'all could be in a situation like that. Let's see. What's going on for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, next 48? Okay. I feel like you're ignoring people. You just don't want to. You could even be ignoring your job. Like if your job is calling you, Gemini, you could be like, who's calling me? You know, and I feel like you're gonna be acting like you don't hear the phone, you don't hear a text go off or something, you didn't hear their call, you know. But I feel like you're actually stuck somewhere, or you're acting like you're. So are you lying, Gemini? Because I do see a setback, but is it real or is it not? So I don't know. Some of y'all could be like lying about what's really happening. This is also giving, I got to make up a lie to call off of work because I can't come in today, or I don't want to come in today. You know, it's what the heck is going on here? Okay. This is your energy. Let's see. Yeah, you want to stay in. You want to, I'm hearing the Lazy song by Bruno Mars. Okay. And I think Bruno Mars is a Libra. Some of y'all could have Libra in your chart. What do you say? Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just want to lay in my bed. Yeah, that's literally the vibe it's giving, okay? Gemini, y'all are lying about like why you can't go somewhere, but then you're gonna have like a really good time. I feel like I'm hearing I needed this, you know? So some of y'all could have needed a time to yourself like this, even if it's in your own home, okay? Okay. Yeah, and that's funny. I was about to say that's hilarious, but it's not that funny, okay? Gemini, 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 okay? What the fuck? Gemini, something may not be that funny in the next 48, but I don't know, somebody could be laughing at something and it's like, bitch, it's not that funny, okay? Um, but the card literally said lazy when I was just looking at it, okay? Let's get one more. Okay. Gemini, if you are trying to make up I'm not trying to help you lie, okay, Gemini? But you know, anyways, Geminis be doing that shit sometimes, especially air signs. But anyways, if you are going to lie about something or tell a fib, whatever you want to call it, to make it true in your mind, you better be quick with it, okay? Like I said, I'm not trying to help you lie here, okay? But if you're trying to lie to somebody, you need to be a little bit quicker with your responses so that you don't seem as so that you don't seem like you're lying. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not here to help you lie, but some of y'all, you need an excuse. Okay, let's go to Cancer. Holy shit. Let's start using Oracle now. Quick messages, next 48 hours. Okay. See, the sun's coming up now. I'm gonna plug this in. Or not plug it in. I'm supposed to get channeled songs. Oh, Cancer love story is playing. Somebody could be getting proposed to. Okay. Some of y'all also may be just listening to Taylor Swift. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Why are my cards frozen? Oh my god. Okay, hello. What the fuck? Oh no. I think I spilled shit on it. Damn it. I might have to use a different deck. Don't spill. Oh my god. Cancer, if you got cards or if you're a reader, watch for your placements. Make sure you don't spill shit on your cards. Ah! Because what the fuck? They're stiff now. I mean, it'll be okay, but it's not even wet. Did I spill in here? In my purse? Don't spill some. You guys remember that Vine? She's like, what'd she say? You spilled red lipstick in my Valentino. Oh, wow. You know? Okay, some of y'all could be watching Vines, Cancer, but make sure that you don't spill something, especially on something that you use, okay? Especially if it's something you use pretty much every day. Damn. Frickety frack. It's fixable, though, okay? It's fixable. Oh, no! Okay, don't worry about it. Good thing I have 12 decks, right? Okay, you got a backup, Cancer. You can have a backup. Or if if you're not able to use one thing, you can use the other, okay? You got a backup for a reason. Or you need to make a backup for something, okay, in the next 48 hours. I'm also seeing somebody in a kitchen, okay? Like if you work in a kitchen too, or if I'm hearing a barista, okay? Some of y'all could be baristas or work at a coffee shop or something. Make sure you get another 6-pan or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So you can have a backup. Some of y'all might be prepping or prep cooks. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what's going on for Cancer. Come on now. Somebody's name could be Romeo. Oh, damn. Cancer, I was about to say, I wasn't trying to pick up on money necessarily, but in the next 48 Cancer placements, you may be really focused on your money, okay? Like I said, you could be at work. You might work in a kitchen. You might, you know, do something similar to that. Also, if you are heavily or have been heavily focused on your finances, your goals, and things like that, um, you can have a break. You can take a break, okay? I don't know if somebody needs to hear that, but like, you could take a fucking break. Because most of your reading has been money cards. Like, some of y'all need to, yeah, spiritual release. Okay, some of y'all need to, I don't know, take a break. Yeah, I just heard battery low in my headphones. Okay, so some of y'all could be running out of energy. And you know, as a water sign, Cancers, you can easily become like depleted. So take a break. Yeah, because I feel like you're not even like truly happy. Okay, or when you're interacting with people, they can tell that you're like faking smiles. Okay, you've seen what the fuck is it called? Hold on, there's people walking by, but have you seen the like a Cancer placement literally like fake smile at you? Like they tend to go yeah. And it's like, bitch, are you okay? Like, no, like you need a break, okay? Because when you start doing that like crazy smile with the yeah. No, it's no problem. Like, I know that sounds psychotic because it is, okay? But that's a Cancer placement thing. Yes, it is. Okay. Um they act like they start to do the overly nice thing, but it comes off to the point where it's like, I'm kind of, what's going on there? Are you okay? Cuz, you know, if you know, you know, okay? I know other people know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about when I talk about that when it comes to Cancer placements. Y'all do that. The breathy thing, okay? It's very passive aggressive, okay? So if you find yourself doing that type of thing, Cancers, take a break, take a nap, okay? Or when you get off of your shift, do what you gotta do, okay? Whatever the case is, okay? I don't know. Somebody could be named Casey, okay? Look, literally, surrender, give up, okay? Release, patience, letting go, okay? Let's see. Anything else for Cancer? Intuition and homeless. Okay. Hopefully none of y'all are homeless, but if you are looking for shelter or a place to live, oh, what's that about? Some of y'all actually might be looking for a place to live, okay, or a new place to stay. I don't know what's going on with that, but in the next 48, some of y'all could be getting like a reading on like what if you'll get a place to stay or something like that, okay? I don't know, Cancer. That was real random. Maybe that's why you feel like you can't take a break, because you like need somewhere to live, okay? For some of y'all. Yeah, something unexpected could happen when it comes to like a living situation, okay? So you're gonna have to like act urgently. Because we have expense tracking, goal setting, financial health. I see you're stressed out, okay? Clearly, distress, act with urgency, personal development, okay? Spiritual release. Like, you got a lot going on, Cancer, in the next 48, whenever this plays out for you, okay? But let's see. Anything else for Cancers? Y'all have been pretending like everything's okay. Like I said, if you find yourself starting to act a little bit psychotic, or even if you're being very sweet with that, you know how people like, yeah, no problem. Like I said, it sounds psychotic because it looks psychotic because it is, okay? So do what you got to do to release Cancer placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. I don't care if you have a Cancer 5th house, 2nd house, 3rd house, wherever you might have Cancer in your chart, even if you're not a fucking Cancer. If you need a fucking break, take a fucking break, okay? The last thing you want is to blow up or have a mental breakdown somewhere where you should not be having a blow up or a mental breakdown, okay? That's the last thing you want. Okay, so I'm also hearing like time and place. You know what I'm saying? So somebody could definitely need to know time and place. Even if you're irritated, because I feel like you guys are Cancer placements, and that's okay. You are very much entitled to how you feel, but especially when in public, time and place, it matters. It's important, okay? So, and I'm an Aries moon, Sagittarius sun, Scorpio fucking rising, okay? I know mood. I know how it feels to feel, okay? I promise you. So time and place, do your best, okay? And take a break whenever you can. I know some of y'all might be like, oh, I can't take a break. I don't have time. Da, 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 da. If you know what single moms do, or moms do just in general, they be stepping in the closet for a few seconds, 30 seconds. I don't know how many kids you got, Cancer. Some of y'all may have a lot of kids, okay, for me to say that. Because if you don't have the like 30 seconds to take a break, I don't know, by yourself in your own home or something like that, maybe you got kids. I don't know. Hopefully you get the break that you deserve before you explode, because I feel like for some of y'all, it's coming, okay? Leo. Let's go to Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, next 48. Come on. Oh my gosh. Ah! Leo. Leo, placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, etc. If somebody's trying to copy you, if somebody's trying to copy you, Leo, in the next 48, somebody's gonna act like, what are you talking about? I didn't try to copy you. You know how people, I don't care what it is, okay? It could be anything. It could be somebody trying to copy the way you make something, the way you say something, the way you dress, the way you do your makeup, the way you, the way you walk. Okay? I don't know what the case is, but somebody's like literally, you're gonna notice somebody like try to mimic you or copy you like exactly, okay? And you're gonna peep it, but then they're gonna act like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't copy you. And yes, if you're peeping something like that, Leo placements in the next 48, yes, 100%, they are, It could even be a lover. Somebody may, oh, what the fuck? I don't want to say that, but Leo, some of y'all, I don't know, you could be dating somebody like bisexual. Like if you're a woman, you could be dating a bisexual man, He may be a little bit, you know. Um Nothing wrong with that, but make sure that he's not trying to copy you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. If you're a woman and you're dating a man, make sure that he's not trying to, like, I don't want to say make sure he's not, but, like, isn't that a little bit weird if your lover is in competition with you? That's what I'm picking up on here, okay? So, like I said, if you have a lover, I don't care if you're a man, woman, if you're same sex or not, make sure that somebody's not copying you, because that's weird. It gets weird to a certain extent, okay? Like, it would be different if somebody says, hey, Leo, let's match on Tuesday. Let's do this same thing the exact same way on da-da-da-da-da, or at this time, or for this event. That would be different if they, like, tell you about it. But if you notice somebody's starting to just copy you, trying to be you, trying to say exactly what you said and then take credit for it without acknowledging the fact that you just said that, or you just wore that, or you just did that, you know what I'm saying? Pay attention. That bitch wants to be you. And I don't care if it's your lover. It could very much be your lover, okay? Because, these days, a lot of people, men want to be women, and nothing wrong with that, and women want to be men. So, if you're not dating the type of person that you actually want to be with, you're probably going to behave in weird ways because you're not being your authentic self, okay? Be who you are, be what you want to be, but don't try to be somebody else. Be yourself, okay? Hopefully that resonates. We're going to go to Virgo. Let's see. I only drew 2 cards. That's what I got for Leo, okay? Let's see. Virgo. Deep breath, okay? Y'all heard that? Virgo, some of y'all may need to take a very deep breath, okay? I'm also seeing somebody like blow up balloons. It could be somebody's birthday. Oh, it is Virgo season. Hello. Okay, happy birthday, Virgos. Virgo sons. But yeah, some of you guys, it might be your birthday. It could be somebody around you's birthday as well, okay? Or some sort of celebration where balloons may be present, okay, or necessary. You could just also be seeing some balloons, you know, in the store or whatever. I don't know, somewhere. Okay, what's going on for Virgos in the next 48? But you may need to take a breather. Who did I just tell that to? Cancer? Oh, excuse me. Some of y'all could also be experiencing like heartburn, okay? But some of y'all may need to take a really deep breath. Some of y'all could be scuba diving, going underwater. That could also be why you're taking a really deep breath, okay? So some of y'all could be swimming, or snorkeling. That's what it's called, right? I don't do all that shit. I prefer to stay in the shallow end, and I don't know, some of y'all could be on vacation or in some shallow waters, or maybe you're afraid to get in the water. I don't know. Somebody could be. I hope you're not afraid to water. I hope you're not afraid of water. Okay, what are you doing, Virgo, in the next 48? Because why do I see somebody underwater and then also trying to calm yourself? So are you having like a panic attack or something? Where you feel like you're drowning? You know, like if you've ever had panic attacks. Oh my god, I used to suffer from those super bad growing up, like literally most of my life actually. Believe it or not, but like, yeah. And my mom did not understand, you know, what a panic attack. No, I think she knew exactly what it was. I think she was just being a bitch, but she used to mock me when I would have my panic attacks, you know, and I'll still never forgive her for that. But anyways, Virgo, that kind of reminds me of, like, your spread here. Like, I don't know if you have panic attacks or if somebody around you, even if you have kids, like especially if you have kids, please make sure that you're not just dismissing their anxiety, okay? Because if you know how anxiety actually feels, let alone panic attacks, it literally feels like you are dying. You know what I'm saying? So it's different for everybody, right? But I don't know, some of y'all could have diagnoses, is that a word? Diagnosis. You could have a diagnosis, or if, especially if you have kids, you might be being told that your child has some sort of diagnosis, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. It is what it is. People deal with shit. Some people just hide it, and some people are more open about it, you know. Nobody's fucking perfect. All right, just know that. And I know Virgos like to keep things perfect or make it seem like their life is perfect, when I know it's not. Virgos be messy. Virgos have either messy lives, or they have, you know, Virgos are the type of people, and I'm a Virgo North Node, okay? So I'm not even, don't act like I'm talking shit, because I'm not. But I'm just saying, like, Virgos like to appear very prim and proper, you know, on the outside, and they are. They do a good job at that. But there's a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to Virgos and, well, Virgo placements, okay? When you actually, like, talk to a Virgo placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Like I said, I am a Virgo, Midhaven, North Node, and 10th house. I get it. I'm not excluding myself, okay? So anyways, let's see. And I've been friends with a shit ton of Virgos. I know a lot of Virgos. And I love Virgos, honestly. But anyways, my point is, you don't have to pretend like everything's perfect on the surface all the time. Because it's not. I know it's not, okay? So do what you got to do, even if you have some sort of like diagnosis, or if you're considering going to a doctor or somebody to diagnose you with something. Nothing wrong with that. And even if it's your kids, okay, man or woman, I feel like it's better to, some of y'all could be having that type of discussion. Like, do you want to put your kids on meds? Do you want to go take your child to go see if they're, you know, autistic, or, you know, if you're autistic, or if you're this, or if you're that. There's a lot of stuff going on, Virgo, okay, and you're reading mental stuff, mental health stuff. So take it how it resonates. Not everybody's going to resonate with that, but some of y'all, like I said, nothing wrong with it. Some of you guys are confused. It doesn't hurt to go to an actual doctor, you know, to help you figure all that shit out. because it's better to know, so then you can like address and handle what you have, you know. um it helps a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, some of y'all could be doing that. Especially when it comes to like your, like, I'm hearing range of moods, okay? And I know I speak funny, I don't mean to all the time, but um what's a better way to say that? Because I'm fucking like dyslexic and shit. I have been my whole life. Like it's not even funny. But like if you have a lot of up and down moods, Virgo, and if you have a hard time controlling when you lash out, or you know, whatever the case is, nothing wrong with that, but go get it checked out so that you know how to handle and practice methods and whatnot, whatever they end up telling you. You can also do your own research too. Okay, if you are not able to go to the doctor and get actually diagnosed, if you have symptoms of something, you can Google, you can look on TikTok, you can see other people's experiences with what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why I keep wanting to say nothing wrong with that. Some of y'all are afraid to get some sort of diagnosis, or you might be afraid to like find out that you may have something, okay? Whether it's physical or mental or both, you know? Nothing wrong with that, all right? I don't know why I keep having to say that, but like I said, nobody's fucking perfect. When you try to act like you're perfect when your life is not, like, that's not being authentic, okay? And I don't know who somebody thinks they're fooling, but no, nobody's perfect. I don't care how good you make your life seem on the surface. Nobody's perfect, okay? I don't know why I just saw I think that was one of his poems. That's probably why. The Silverstein books or whatever from when we were kids, okay? I think he had a poem called Pobody's Nerfect. Okay, I'm pretty sure, I'll have to look it up, but I think that was one of the ones I liked. I'm hearing, yeah, like where the sidewalk ends, okay? So some of y'all, I don't know if you're like teachers, or if you could be, like I said, it's something with learning, Virgo. I'm getting a lot of messages. Sorry if it sounds all jumbled, but um you could be reading poems, you could be writing poems, you might be reading old children's books, okay? Like I said, also if you have kids, you may be, you know, giving your kids some suggestions that you used to read, you know, book suggestions that you used to read when you were a kid, okay? How did I get that? That's why I'm a channeler too, but car channel tarot, okay? But I only pulled 2 cards, but we're gonna go to Libra because that's way too long, okay? Let's see. I'm gonna switch decks. Let's see. Y'all don't realize, but when I watch my videos back, I'll be like, oh, okay, that did make sense. Because I feel like sometimes when I talk, like I said, my brain be doing weird shit, but usually it's okay. Usually it comes out okay when I speak and watch it back. All right, Libra, you could be watching something over and over again, okay? Or you might be replaying something, okay? You might be so I'm seeing like on Snapchat, you know, sometimes you can like, if you miss it or whatever, sometimes you can click the Snapchat or whatever, and then it replays, okay? Because you know how Snapchat's supposed to be like disappearing or whatever. Some of y'all could be doing that, whether it's on Snapchat or not. It could be something else. It could be at work. It could be, like I said, something else. Anyways, let's see what's going on for my Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Next 48 hours. Oh. Libra, okay, so if you get in an argument with somebody, or like you could be rereading texts, okay? You could be rereading texts. Like I said, you're going over something again and again. You're like, okay. Because you know how sometimes when you're mad at somebody, right? And then you're like, okay. No, 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 no. And then you text back and you're like, okay, 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 yeah, but. And then hours later or days later, you pick up your phone again, you're like, oh shit. Oh, that actually does kind of make sense. Oh, okay, I see where they were coming from. I was being kind of a bitch there. You know, I see why they don't talk to me anymore. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm gonna show my text. Okay. But hello. Some of y'all could be looking over something or whatever, and you're gonna be like, oh, that's where I went wrong. That's where da 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 da, you know. Oh, I get it now. You know, I see you kind of like there's some drama, whether it's in the next 48 or you're looking at some sort of drama from the past in the next 48. I see you kind of reflecting, taking accountability, okay? Especially if it had anything to do with like something over the phone, okay? Could have happened on Snapchat too. Like you could have been like, oh, yeah, that was kind of mean, okay? Or that didn't need to be said, did it? Okay, so good. Accountability. Great. Wonderful. All right, let's see. Yeah, unfinished business. You might feel like you have unfinished business with somebody, Libra placements, okay? Or you could be wondering if something is actually over. And yeah, I see you like I said, I see you rereading something over and over, being very, I'm hearing vigilant in the next 48. Some of y'all could work in a lab. Okay. I feel like you're like trying to see why something didn't work out. I also see you testing something. Like I said, if you work in a lab, Libra placements, okay, you could also have Virgo in your chart. But I don't know if you're doing like experiments. Some of y'all work in a science lab or something, okay? You could be studying. You could be in school for something like chemistry or chemistry-wise or whatever, okay? I don't know. That's beyond me. I didn't do chemistry. I did biology and I was like, yep, I'm done, okay? Anyways, but some of y'all could be going to a party, a club, a bar in the next 48 hours as well, okay? Or you might get invited out. You might get invited out. But I feel like you might want to stay home. Libra. Okay. Why don't you want to go out? Not that I care. But like, why don't you want to go out, Libra? Why don't you want to go out, Libra, in the next 48? I feel like somebody's inviting you out, Libra. But you're like, I think I want to stay home. Oh, you don't got money? Okay. Bankrupt, got no money on my card. Okay, yeah, that's literally, you got bills due, Libra. Understandable. I think I did a Pisces reading last week. I'm pretty sure it was last week where I was talking about Pisces. Oh yeah, it was in the mutable signs video I did where I combined Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, which are the mutable signs, in one video. I sectioned them off, okay? So if you haven't watched that, go watch it. I'm so sorry, my boob just itched. Okay, but Libra, some of y'all, you might have Pisces in your chart, okay? You might relate to that, but I feel like if somebody's asking you out, it's because you can't go, or you're telling somebody you can't go because you don't have the money. You don't have the extra funds, which is okay. You don't need to party, okay? It's not like work, you know? It's fun. Fun can wait. You can have fun anytime other than right now, okay? Scorpio. Let's go to Scorpio. Trying to keep this at an hour. We'll see how that goes. I think we're doing good. We're at 43 minutes. Usually this takes like an hour and a half, so I think we're doing okay. Let's see. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Scorpio. What's going on for my Scorpios for the next 48 hours? Okay. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to, Scorpio? Or you might be asking somebody, like, who the fuck are you talking to? You talking to me? Oh, okay. I didn't think so. Okay, like, I see you guys questioning, who are you talking to? Okay? It could be an employee. Or if you work at a certain place, you could be, like, asking your coworker, like, what did you just say? I see you, like, you're trying to be very professional, like, but at the same time, kind of like I told the Cancers when they act a little bit psychotic by doing the whole, yeah, no, it's fine. No, everything's perfect. Yeah. The breathy shit that I was talking about, that Cancer placements do, when they're pissed the fuck off, but they don't want to act mean, or they don't want to seem mean. They end up acting mean anyways. But anyways, let me shut up, okay? But anyways, Scorpio, I see you asking somebody, who are you fucking talking to? And it could be your coworker or a worker, you know, like you could go into an establishment and you could be like, what the fuck? Did you really just say that to me? Okay. And you know what? There's a reason why I do better working for myself, because yeah, no. I don't do all that the disrespect shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. We have being a victim reverse. Like, somebody may be acting, especially if it's at a workplace, an establishment. You know how they say the customer is always right? No, they're not. No, they're not. Okay. I thoroughly enjoyed the one job I had where my boss was like, not on my shift. The customer's not always right. You know, the customer is not always right on my shift. So I don't know. You could be a manager, Scorpio, okay? Or you might have Scorpio in your chart somewhere. I don't know. But whether you're the manager or not, I see you kind of like telling somebody, it could be a customer or vice versa, no, you're wrong. No, you're wrong. That's actually not how we do things here. That's actually not how things go. That's never happened, or even if it did happen, it wasn't supposed to. So me and you here right now, not gonna happen, okay? I'm hearing not gonna happen, buddy. Okay, so somebody could be somebody could be Caucasian, okay? They don't have to be, but like, this is customer service based, okay? I feel like you're at work or something, man or woman, no matter what job you have. I feel like your shift lead, your manager, or you are just not having it, okay? Yeah, something about doing something by the book, Scorpio. It's like, not today. And you're not about to make me lose my job because of da-da-da-da-da, you know? So somebody could be trying to get you to do something. If a customer says, oh, but they did this for me last time. Oh, but, you know, the one girl that was working here last week that works there only one day a week, who doesn't actually know how to do her job, she did it for me. She's probably not even there anymore, okay? The lady that you're talking about, because she doesn't know how to do her fucking job correctly, okay? There's something about rules, and you're not about to change things up because you don't want to lose your job. I don't know what that's about, okay, Scorpio placements, but do it by the book. I think you are doing something by the book, and you're not having it if somebody's trying to get you to go against what you know, okay? Anyways, continuous learning. Yeah, something's already written out, okay? You know exactly what to do. You studied for this, or you know, why would you do it differently? You might be trying to explain to somebody like, no, this is not how it's done, okay? So, or that's not how I do it. That's not how I do it. No, I said no, bitch, okay? Like, Scorpio, that's the vibe it's giving, okay? So no means fucking no. Whoever is around you, I don't care if they're at work or not, needs to understand that. No means no. I don't know why I hope you're not the one trying to argue with somebody like, why not? Bitch, if an establishment told you they can't fucking do it, why are you still trying to press the issue? Like, is that not embarrassing to you? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You could be dealing with a Karen, Scorpio placements, okay, in the next 48, because that's what it sounds like. And I hope you're not the Karen. Because is it that serious? Ask yourself that every day. Is it that serious? It never was, okay? Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sagittarius. What's going on for Sagittarius next 48? Ooh, okay. Jackpot. Some of y'all could be getting some money, okay? You might be getting paid. If you do a scratch off, you might win some money, okay? I actually won $25 off a scratch off on a $5 scratch off a few days ago. So, hey, Sagittarius, you might get lucky. Okay, you might get lucky, Sagittarius. Job satisfaction, okay? I don't know if you're starting a new job or something. Watch for your placements, of course. But if you're starting a new job, you might be very pleased with the paycheck that you get, okay? Or some sort of money. I don't care where it's coming from. You're going to be happy, okay? Especially if you've been experiencing blockages when it comes to like your finances or anything like that. Yes, you are getting money, okay? So where is this coming from besides your job? It could be something that you like because you helped somebody, Sagittarius. Like you could be getting, I'm hearing refunded. So some of y'all might get a refund on something. Some of you guys, if you, especially if you help somebody, I don't know if you work as a vet literally or not, but you could, I feel like you just help somebody and somebody's like repaying you or paying you because you've been very helpful to them. Okay. This is also giving like a tip, you know, it could be a tip or a very generous amount of money. Okay. So something's going to make you really happy, especially when it comes to your finances. Okay. Woo! Holy shit, that scared me. Oh my God. Y'all, you didn't, I'm so glad y'all didn't see that. I updated my other device here, my second phone, to the iOS 26 or whatever. And this is the iPhone. See, I don't even know what it is. I've had this for a while. iPhone 8. No. No. Is it? Y'all tell you, I'm a person, like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Okay, Sagittarius, I don't know if you're looking at new phones or something like that, or a new phone company, but, or if you're like looking for a new laptop or some sort of device, appliance, you know, even, if it's not broke, you don't have to fix it right now. That's what I want to say for Sagittarius right now. Okay, as a channel message, but if it's not broke, you don't gotta fix it. You don't gotta buy a whole new device. Also, anyway, some of y'all could be updating something, okay? Especially when it comes to a device, a TV, a phone service, a bill, okay? I don't know, something's being updated. But what I was gonna say, I literally got a whole new phone, which I'm recording off of right now. I literally got a whole new phone because the sound on this old phone was super staticky. And I don't know, but it worked completely normal after like almost 8 months of fucking up, sounding like if y'all ever enter my personal reading lives and you wonder like why it's muted, is because I'm usually recording off of this phone or going live off of this phone, and it sounds like like that if I don't have my mic plugged in, and I usually have this charging, right? So it's muted. But the other day I used this phone, this device, and it sounded perfectly normal. So I'm like, did I just need to update my phone? Okay. Also, channel message. Y'all think I'm just yapping. It's a part of the reading, okay? But Sagittarius placements, if something is not working, you might just need to update your fucking shit, okay? And that's okay. You don't have to, like I said, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Or don't go buy another whatever, okay? Because it works normal now. And that kind of pissed me off. I was like, damn, I just bought a whole new fucking phone. Well, at least I got two now, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, anyways, let's see. Some of y'all could be from the south. You don't have to be. Some of y'all could be going to a farm as well. I was also thinking about those pumpkin patch. Okay, some of y'all could be going to a pumpkin patch as well in the next 48 hours. You might be doing something alone. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Be obsessed with yourself, if anything. If no one can go with you somewhere, go by yourself. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? I don't know. Some of y'all could be like, oh, nobody wants to go to the farm with me. Nobody wants to go to the pumpkin patch with me. Nobody wants to go sit on a hayride, you know, and look awkward for 20 minutes and then come back to the front entrance and then go home. Nobody wants to do that with me. Go by yourself. Who gives a shit? Okay? I don't know. You could do fun shit by yourself. If you don't like spending time by yourself, Sagittarius, or anybody, okay? If you don't have fun, if you don't know how to have fun by yourself, that says a lot about you. If you always need other people around to have fun, Or if you notice yourself starting to be like, oh my God, no one wants to hang out with me. I hate this. I hate this. I'm so bored. I don't know what to do. Have fun by your fucking self. When you learn how to do that naturally and have a good time by yourself, naturally your life will get a lot better, okay? And you won't have to worry about what other people are doing, okay? I'm just saying. Look, self-awareness. Some of y'all need to, you know, remind yourself you don't have to have people around to have a good time. I have fun by myself almost every day. As long as I'm not tired of shit, you know, I have fun by myself almost every fucking day. And occasionally I might, you know, make a phone call to my homeboys, but that's about it, you know? I know how to occupy myself. You will really never hear me say like, "Ugh, I'm bored," like these days. You really won't. Because I'm not bored. I genuinely like being by myself, even if I'm not doing anything significant, okay? Some of y'all in the next 48 Sagittariuses, you may have the money to actually go do something and go by yourself. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? You're not a fucking loser if you go do something by yourself, okay? Grow up. If you're on my channel, you should be 18 plus, okay? But no, I don't know who is still afraid of, even if it's self-dates. You know how fun self-dates can be? I used to take myself on those all the time too. Be obsessed with yourself, okay? Let's see. Or that could be something that you're working on, okay? Capricorn. We're almost done, guys. I'll timestamp everything afterward. Is this the deck that's... I'm sorry. Crunchy? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. We'll, fix that later. I think I have... somewhere in here? Okay. Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Next 48. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and like the video, please and thank you. Don't be a weirdo hater, okay? Let's see. Capricorn, some of y'all could be spending time with your pet. You could be going to a animal shelter as well in the next 48 hours. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Taurus. What's going on with my Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Watch for your placements. Okay, we have unsocial. If you've been like very much to yourself, kind of like I was just telling, excuse me, Sagittarius, about like it's okay to be alone. I feel like Capricorns, you've been alone. Like you've actually been to yourself. Okay, so you might be popping out, or just, you know, you might be going out, and even if you're not actually interacting with the people around you, you could be taking your pet or your cat for a walk. You know, people take their cats for walks and stuff like that. So some of y'all, you could be taking your pet outside, okay? Even if you're, I see you around people though. You may not be like actually interacting with them, but I see you around people in nature. There's a lot of nature here. You could also be sitting by the water, Capricorn placements, okay? In the next 48, you could be going to the beach. What's going on for my Capricorns? Somebody could be learning science. Maybe that's you. I just heard condensation, precipitation, the water cycle. Okay, what the fuck? Somebody could be learning that. I don't know if you're in school or not, or if you're doing something science related, chemicals, I don't know. Who did I pick up on that for? I think it was Libra. Some of y'all could have Libra in your chart. But there could be something about the weather or science, biology. Forgive me if I'm not saying the exact terms. I'm a tarot reader, not a scientist, clearly, okay? So, anyways, what's going on for my Capricorns? Next 48 hours. Yeah, melting pot. What is going on? Divorce. Some of y'all could have gotten a divorce as well, because look, we got everybody leaves. Okay, so some of y'all, I don't know if you're separating from somebody in the next 48 or if you already have, but we have divorce, breaking contract, everybody leaves. And they do look like they're married, right? In this picture here too. So some of y'all could be getting a divorce or separating from somebody. What does that have to do with oh, Some of y'all could have Sagittarius in your chart, because I was just telling Sagittarius, literally, it's okay to do shit alone. So Capricorn, kind of same message for you. You could be learning to do things alone. I don't think you have a problem with it though. You know, I feel like the Sagittariuses were like, I don't want to do that alone or whatever. You guys are more, you're more okay with being alone. Like, I feel like you guys already know what it's like to be more to yourself, like genuinely. Um, so some of y'all could be, you know, practicing. I'm hearing getting back out there. Yeah, it's something about you having a passion for life again after being married to somebody. Okay. Or, like, you know, it doesn't have to be an actual marriage. Take it how it resonates, but it's something about you could be separating from somebody that you've dealt with for a really long time. Like, it's giving commitment. No longer. Yeah, look, it's time to take a break. Okay. Let's get one more, because we gotta hurry this up. Talking shit. What the fuck? Talking shit. Talking shit. Who's talking shit, Capricorn? Oh, okay, typical. If somebody is talking shit, Capricorn, it's because you put up boundaries. Like, you don't want to, like, you're refusing to, like, I don't know, I'm hearing break down your walls. I don't know, somebody could be trying to get in your business, Capricorn. Like, tell me, tell me, tell me. You know, somebody could be pressing you to tell them some sort of information, or even if it's the slightest thing, like, how's your day? If you don't want to tell somebody how the fuck your day is, Capricorn placements, you don't fucking have to, okay? Or vice versa. If somebody doesn't want to tell you how their day is, they don't have to. I don't know who needs to hear that, but they don't have to fucking tell you shit. If you're crossing somebody's boundaries when they tell you, like, I'm good, I don't want to talk right now, and you keep pressing the issue, don't be mad when they talk shit. Or don't talk shit about somebody who clearly told you, like, I just don't want to do that. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to go there. No, I told you no. Okay. Yeah, like, don't press the issue. If somebody tells you no, no means fucking no, bitch. Okay? I don't know, man or woman. I just heard shut up. Okay, shut up. You may want somebody to shut the fuck up, Capricorn, in the next 48, you know? All right. Aquarius. I'm so happy it's not fucking boiling hot anymore. I fucking hate the heat. Whew. I hate the heat, man. All right, let's see. Aquarius, it might be really hot, or it's finally cooling down, okay? You may be used to a lot of humidity or something like that, Aquarius. Or wherever you've been, it's been very hot. Some sort of air conditioning could be getting fixed or whatnot, okay? Whether it's in your own home or at work or a church, McDonald's, the library, okay? That could be a list of places you're going to be in the next 48, Aquarius. But something about the temperature is finally going to be going down so that you can live normally, feel not overwhelmed, okay? Let's see. Aquarius, what's going on for Aquarius next 48? Yeah, something in your home, okay? I think I see a tomato on the ground right now. We have so many plants and vegetables and shit around our house, you know. We have gardens and shit. I'm pretty sure I'm looking at a little cherry tomato on the in between the cracks of the driveway up here, okay? Yeah, that's definitely what it is. Okay, but anyways, Aquarius, I don't know if you're gardening or if you're taking care of plants or something in the next 48 hours, but, you know, make sure that, you know, some sort of, I'm hearing stem, okay? I don't know, you might be checking stems or something like that. Also, if you smoke, you could be breaking some shit down, okay? If you know what I mean. What the frick? Yeah, lighting some shit on fire. What you doing? Broke ass. I love cheap thrills. So you got you ain't got no money, or you may not be doing well financially. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, etc. Of course, but This is like you having a good time at home. I'm hearing the Colt 45 song. Why am I channeling like it? It's gonna sound all over the place, but it'll come together when it happens, okay? Colt 45. Somebody could be named Colt or Colton. Baby, that's all we need. Smoke that tumbleweed. Okay, like literally, you might be picking out the seeds and stems, okay? You ain't got no money, but you can. It's giving roaches. Okay, hopefully none of y'all have roaches, but you know, I'm getting more so like weed, smoking. I do want to say though about the tomato thing that I just mentioned at the beginning of your reading. I don't know where you would be getting your food from. Make sure that you clean things, okay? Because I don't know why I have to say that, but some of y'all, please don't eat shit off the fucking ground. Okay, like, I don't know. You know how people say, like, oh, 3-second rule? Bitch, if your shit just landed in some dirt or some dust, I don't care where it landed, don't eat that. Don't eat that. I don't care if you're high as shit. You're like, oh my God. Some of y'all could be listening to Skrillex. What is that song called? The old one from Skrillex. Where she's like, oh my God. Okay, anyways. What was that called? Why am I channeling so much? I mean, that's literally what I plan to do this whole reading, actually. But don't eat some shit off the ground. I don't know if you're going to drop something, Aquarius, especially if you're high. You might be like, oh my God, I have the munchies. Or whatever you high people say, okay? um, don't eat shit off the ground. I don't care how hungry you are, okay? Or if you're dealing with a pet, I don't know. But I'm getting that it's like a human, you. Being so hungry or so high or so drunk or whatever that you're like, oh, it's fine. Okay? Don't do that. Let's see. I mean, you could do what you want, okay? Because, you know, when you tell an Aquarius, don't do that, they're like, I'm going to do that, you know? So you do what you want. Do it. Go ahead and eat it, Aquarius. Go eat off the ground. Go do exactly what I told you not to do. I want you to go do it, okay? Reverse psychology. Let's see. Some of y'all could be using that on somebody. Hopefully not. But anyways, we got a leap of faith, marrying for money, and discipline. Okay. You might be making sure that somebody's not, I feel like you want to take a leap of faith with somebody, but you have a feeling that they're like using you, okay? So you're holding back from them. Damn, divorce? Or you could have just left somebody. Yeah, you're very successful, Aquarius, okay? Or you will be, okay, in your future. So make sure that you know who to save. I didn't mean to say save. Some of y'all need to make sure if you are saving money for somebody or something like that, make sure that you know who deserves it, is what I want to say, especially when it comes to like the money that you've earned in life, okay? So it's kind of giving, it's also reminding me of like a will or a fund or something like that. Make sure that you are giving the money to people that actually deserve it, that actually gave a fuck about you, okay? Oh my God. So I'm because why are we talking about that? Like a will or what you're leaving behind or what you're mm, mm. Or maybe you made that mistake before. Like maybe you gave out too much of what you earned in life yourself to other people that didn't deserve it, you know? Especially if you just like, I don't know, if you just came up financially or something like that. Maybe it's your first time in life, or maybe it will be your first time in life, you know, experiencing wealth or something really positive financially. It could even be like a really good job. Okay, we have positive workplace. So some of y'all, like I said, if you were broke, you're about to be up. Okay, so make sure that you handle your money the correct way. You know how people go. There's, I want to say like two types of people, right? When you get some sort of success, if you get a bunch of money, say you get like $1 million, right? And then yeah, you got $1 million, but if you spend it in crazy places or if you spend it on people that don't deserve it, you know. Like, you got to think, like, what have they done for me in my life? Like, are you someone significant enough for me to be spending my wealth on? Something that I have for me? Something that I earned? Does this person deserve it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's good to be a nice person, but like, you don't want to have to look back a year later after you got that success or got that wealth and be like, oh shit. And those people that you spent your money on aren't even in your life anymore. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know, you could have users around you, or you need to, what's the word? You need to weed out who is using you, or make a list. I don't know. Do what you gotta do. Why the fuck are they speeding? It's 25. Okay, anyways, make sure you're going the speed limit, Aquarius, in the next 48. Let's go to Pisces. We gotta hurry this up. I told y'all this has to be an hour, and we're at like an hour and 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay, but it's not that bad. Usually it's like an hour and a half, okay? Pisces. Let's see. Pisces. I'm gonna use a different deck. Oh, it's all melted. Okay. Oh my gosh. Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Ooh. I gotta start putting all these back in here in my purse. I just heard, that's my purse. I don't know you. Some of y'all could be watching, was it King of the Hill? Okay. You could be watching old cartoons. Okay, make sure that somebody's not trying to take from you as well, Pisces, okay? I just heard, that's my purse. I don't know you. Okay, somebody could also be doing like a self-defense class, or you might be doing that. Let's see. Lover. Some of y'all could be in a relationship or dealing with somebody romantically, okay? Why did I just hear? Oh, yeah. See, if you're single, because I just heard, build a bitch, build a boyfriend, okay? Like, some of y'all might be trying to plan or sculpt. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but plan, sculpt, write down. You could be manifesting too, you know, if you're writing like what exactly you want in a man, or exactly what you want in a woman, okay? You could be manifesting, scripting, or something like that, which is a wonderful, effective way to manifest, okay? But be careful what you write down and be specific if you are doing that, okay? Because when you get what you ask for, if you didn't include that little detail, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be missing out. So be specific, be detailed, write exactly what the fuck you want, okay? So I don't know, some of y'all could be manifesting, but I feel like you want to build, I don't know why I keep saying build a girlfriend, build a boyfriend. Hopefully none of y'all are doing that, like that robot shit. You know how some, you hear about the people falling in love with robots and shit. And I'm looking at the factory card too here. So I don't know, maybe y'all build robots, or you're into robotics or something like that, okay? I hope not to that extent. But some of y'all could be doing something like that, like, or researching the oh god, consciousness of robots and stuff like that, okay? It's also reminding me of The Sims. Some of y'all could be playing The Sims. What the fuck is up with this lighting now? Oh, no, we just leave it. Okay. Anyways, y'all could, I don't know, maybe y'all are just discussing with somebody, or even with yourself, like, exactly what you want in a partner. Denial. Make sure that you're perfect too, Pisces. The fuck? Make sure that you're perfect too. You want all this shit. Can you do that? I don't know. You might be in denial about, some shit that you got going on, but you want all this from a woman. You want all this from a man. What can you do? Can you do exactly what you want? Did y'all just see that? That little... Make sure you look in the mirror. Make sure you look in the mirror before you go out here trying to date. Asking for all this shit. You can manifest what you want. Okay? I'm just saying. You got to put in the work too. You don't just get to, you know, sit on your ass. Everything comes with a price. Even manifestation. You're going to pay for something one way or another, even if it's spiritually. Look, you're like, I want this. I want, you know, someone to give me money. What the fuck? Okay, you could want a lover who gives you money. Like, that could be one of your manifestations, or a wealthy man or woman, okay? I'm not saying you can't have that, because especially as a Pisces person, I'm not Pisces, but I'm saying for you guys, Pisces people are delusional to the point where sometimes that stuff can become true. Because y'all, I don't know, something in y'all's brains are like, you know how people like lie, and then they lie to the point where they're like, they start to assume it's true. So you can't convince them that they're lying, because even though they are lying, they themselves think that what they're saying is true, or that it also can be true. Y'all are spiritual Pisces, but you're like a different type of spiritual. It's like giving delusional, which is part of, you know what? Let me shut up, because I don't know. I do know, but I don't know. Because I'm not about to dive in deeply into your brain, Pisces, because that's what I feel like is going on here. And I don't want to see it. I don't want to see what's inside your brain, Pisces. That's the last thing I want to do, honestly. Okay? I want to stay sane today. All right? So, the way y'all think, Pisces, it could be something that maybe most people don't understand. Okay? Or when you start talking. Yeah, because I'm hearing like the the fluoride stare. You know what I'm saying? Like the way you think. Look, wisdom at the bottom of the deck here. Knowledge gained through experiences or from a wise counselor. Okay, so it's something about your brain, Pisces. It may not make sense to other people, but it makes sense to you. And if you can do what you got to do to get what you got, to get what you want, you know, do that. Okay, but don't expect people to always understand exactly what the hell you're talking about. I'm just saying. Not everybody's going to understand. I get you. But not everybody else who walks this earth is going to understand what the hell you just said. You know, because they do talk about like Pisces talking in riddles and shit. You know what I mean? Especially like Pisces, Mercury, Sagittarius, Mercury. You know, depending on your placements. Sometimes people just don't get it, but it does make sense. Okay? I know. If you know, you know. But, because I know that reading, Pisces, whoever's listening or watching this is probably going to be like, what the fuck did she just say? She said a whole lot of nothing. But I said exactly what I meant. And I know whoever's watching who resonates with that will understand exactly what I said. Okay? My point. All right, but that's what I, guys. Make sure to watch for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, etc. This is probably, like I said, my readings are timeless, so you can watch this even a month later if it pops up on the For You section on my channel, which I recommend looking at, okay? Because that's like your own little algorithm for my channel, so make sure to pay attention to that. I'm going to do a Cash App Live later today, so stay tuned for that. Click notify me if you want a personal. Otherwise, make sure to, if you want a private reading prices are always in my bio, okay? Because they are different than my live readings. All right, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good day, but I'm gonna get off here. All right, and I'm gonna attempt, whoa, oh, that's a little woodpecker. Sorry. Okay, bye, have a good day.